by the way you stare into my...
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Brittany of the Brittany Christina collection, and this channel focuses on luxury, fashion, entrepreneurship, and home decor. So if you are interested in any of those things, be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave me a comment. I would love to stay connected with you. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to do a 2-month update of my DIY IKEA console table, okay? You all went crazy over that video. Thank you for all the love. Y'all are so sweet. Like, I have been reading through all the comments. I've been trying to reply to as many as I can. I'm still replying as we speak. But thank you all for being just so sweet on that video, in the comments. I'm so glad that you all loved that project and felt inspired on it. So I know I've been getting a couple questions just to see like, how's it holding up? What's, kind of what's the update? So I figured I'd just make a quick video for you all just to kind of give you all an update. So first things first, I did receive a couple questions regarding the tabletop, and I realized I didn't really go into detail. I talked about it a little bit, but it was really fast. So I want to clear some things up. So for the tabletop that I actually used an IKEA TV unit, which I'll link below. It is linked in the previous video, but I'll link again all the materials that I use below. So I used a $50 IKEA TV unit. This TV unit was actually a 2-tier TV unit. So it had essentially two tabletops that was a part of it, right? The reason why I decided to go with the TV unit as opposed to going to like a Home Depot or Lowe's and just getting wood is because, number one, I wanted to minimize the effort. So with this DIY project, like, I wanted to keep it super simple. I did not want to use any power tools. I didn't want to sand. I didn't want to have to cut the wood. I didn't want to have to, stain and paint and do all this other stuff. I didn't want to have to do too much. Like, I really wanted to do this in the simplest way possible. Okay. What I liked about the IKEA furniture is that it's already finished. Like, it looks professional. It's already finished. So I'm like, work smarter, not harder, right? IKEA does have a section. So IKEA does sell strictly tabletops without anything else. Like, you could just buy a tabletop from IKEA. However, the TV unit was the perfect size that I wanted for my space. Okay. I really wanted to resemble the console that I already had in my office. I just wanted it to be more of like a wood, like, sturdier version of what I already had. And so that TV unit was like the perfect size, again, for my space, based on my design and based on what I wanted. Okay. But IKEA does sell tabletops. So if you want to create like an actual table, you can actually do that and purchase a tabletop from IKEA. The other thing is, someone in the comments did mention that you can go to IKEA's as is section and get some wood pieces there as well. So didn't know that. So now that I knew that, I figure I'll share that with you all as well. That IKEA does have an as is section. So you check it out. Okay, so the second thing is, let's talk about the legs. So a lot of people mentioned adding screws to the legs just to make it a little bit more sturdy, and also adding screws between the legs and the actual tabletop. I think that is a great idea. Again, I wasn't trying to do all of that, but for sure, like, the next furniture piece that I make, because I want there to be longevity, I will definitely look into adding the screws. I have seen, like, on TikTok and things where you like drill a hole and stick like this long piece in there. I don't know how that works. I need to do some more research to figure it out, but I will definitely look into that. I did only use glue, which you all have seen in the actual video, and the glue is holding up fine. Now, granted, I've moved the console table twice. So at first, when I did it, I had it in my office. I have since moved it to the hallway. So if you haven't checked out my latest extreme hallway makeover, make sure you go check that out, so you can see how it looks in the hallway. And I love it. I love it. It, for the most part, it just sits stationary. I have no need to like move it that often. So I do, decorate it and whatnot, but I'm not tussling with it. So therefore, like, it's fine. Like, the glue is sturdy. It hasn't broken or anything, so that's fine. You want to also get into just tips, like what I would do differently with the console table, just having gone through the process, and I know so many people are interested in making it. So just to get some tips, one of the thing is I know my goal was for the seams of the bowls to not show. That's why I did the sand. So I feel like I was on the right path. I was on the right path. I think the problem is I should have done way more of the wood filler in between the bowls. So anyone who is interested in remaking this and you're doing it kind of like the same method that I did it, use a lot, like more, use more than enough wood filler, because you can always sand it down and make it seamless. This is my first time working with wood filler, so I didn't really know what to expect. I thought I put enough on, but I didn't, obviously, because you can still see the seam. So please use way more wood filler just so it's super seamless and it doesn't look like bowls at all. The other thing is, someone in the comments did mention sanding down the entire bowl, I guess, before you glue it together, which I think is a great idea. So this way it's not, the glue isn't sticking to the film that's over the wood, it's sticking to the actual wood itself. Again, I did sand parts of the bowl before I painted it, but I didn't sand the parts that I glued together. So again, the bowl is still holding up nicely, but if you are planning to kind of follow the same kind of tutorial, maybe just sand the whole entire thing prior to working with it. And then lastly, I do want to talk about just some design alternatives. Like, y'all have been putting in so many great ideas in the comments, like so many great ideas. So the design that I created, I was very intentional. Before I moved forward with the design, I actually did play around with additional options. So there was an option, and I'll try to stick up inspo based on what I saw, because I was on Pinterest looking for just different ways to elevate it, because I had the two tabletops with the TV unit. So I was contemplating doing an option where you almost had like a sandwich. So you had the tabletop at the top, you had the legs in the middle, and then you had another tabletop at the bottom, and it was almost like a column kind of sandwich look to it. I did test that out, and unfortunately, I didn't film this process, and maybe I should have, so I'll keep that in mind for next time. I did test that out. I also did think about having the second tabletop in the middle, in between the legs, in between some of the bowls, so it's almost like a two-tiered shelf. I did think about that as well. For my space and for what I wanted, I just wanted to keep it simple, right? That's why I opted to do it the way that I did it. Someone else mentioned, possibly adding like a layer of glass on top of the table, which I think will be really, really nice. Someone mentioned doing like a bookshelf. So doing like tabletop, then the bowls, then a tabletop, then another bowl, then a tabletop, and another bowl. And I love that. So like, y'all have so many good ideas. The other thing I really thought about too is creating a bench. Like, I think there's so many ways to create a matching set with this. Like, if you have the console table, and let's say you take away two bowls, it's now a little bit lower, you can create like a matching bench, which I kind of really want to do. And then you could also create side tables. Again, you all have seen like the coffee table trends. So there's so many, like the sky is literally the limit when it comes to these pieces and what you want to make. So if you all like end up making it, please let me know in the comments if you tried it already. Send me a DM, follow me on Instagram, send me a DM, send me pictures. Like, I would really love to see how your creations turned out. Lastly, the one thing I do want to mention is alternatives for the actual bowls themselves. I know that the bowls are pricey, and I really have been looking at Ikea's website just to see if, trying to see if I could catch a sale so I could like share it with you all. Those bowls do not go on sale. I have not been able to catch a sale, even during like the holiday season. Like, I don't know, maybe I was late, but I have not been able to catch a sale. Some people did mention doing, like, it sounds like Dollar Tree may have like steel bowls that you can use. I just don't know if, I'll say this, I like the look of the wood bowls, and the reason why I wanted to go with the bamboo bowls is because it's thick, it's sturdy, it looks like the real thing. I think if you go with a material that's a little bit thinner and also not wood, I don't think that you'll get the same effect. But if you've tried it, let me know. I would love to see it. I would love to know how it turns out. You know, I'm all down for an even cheaper option, but unfortunately, I just haven't been able to find the same quality of products that's a little bit cheaper. But if you make, you know, a table that's a little bit lower, or, you know, if you make enhancements to the design and you don't need as many bowls, then that by default makes it cheaper, I guess. So that's it. I just wanted to do a quick update, you guys. Again, if you have made this, please let me know in the comments. Like, how did it turn out? Was it easy to follow? I think this was such like an easy project. I do have more things cooking in the kitchen, okay? I have more videos coming soon, so stay tuned. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I look forward to seeing you all in my next video. Bye.